ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Shooting up!
What's going on, Star Wars fam? It's your bro host, Chris Ryan's filling in for Dan until he gets here at some point, and I'm here with my fellow bro host. First, our guest bro host, Nick Milky, from around the galaxy Star Wars streaming network. Our bro host, Mark Perez, and the birthday child, Mike Roker.
It's me! Older. I'm older in the span of life.
Yes, you have made it.
Right,
you have made it.
Dude. And like they released a new Spider-Verse movie for your birthday. I mean, come on,
nailed it. There's a new Street Fighter for my birthday.
There you go.
It's all in there. Hey, I've got these sunglasses on, so I can't see anything without my actual glasses. What does that say?
That says "Happy Birthday, Michael." That's
awesome.
That's right.
That's what it looks like from here.
I can't.
Oh wait,
without my glasses, so this I'm winging it.
Whatever. Musical notes. This isn't funny.
Dale.
It is Dale. Very good.
Dale. Let's see. Is that Samir?
It is.
It is. Here we go. Boom! It's going up there. What does it say? I have no idea.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
I'm glad someone can see.
Yeah. Hey guys. It's Claire.
I got my Chewie outfit to celebrate the man raised by Wookiees. I got my whiskey and my sunglasses, motherfuckers. Let's go. Happy birthday.
I failed you, Mike. I had looked at my Chewie shirt earlier and I didn't I knew there was a reason why they kept staring at me like put it on, and I said no. Okay. But look, at least I got Chewie on here though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other one was Chewie getting a haircut.
Look, he's a good kid. He's been raised by what?
Wookiees.
Hey, look who else is
here.
You know?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Sorry I'm late, kids.
See, you and me both having technical issues. It took me 8 years for this to load, but we weren't going to miss it.
It's been 84 years.
That's right. I'm raising one up for you, Mr. Roker.
Thank you.
Cheers, my dears.
Cheers.
I'm drinking Two Roads Too Juicy. It's too good.
Whiskey.
Cheers.
It's not
like I'm having a double dry hop triple IPA in honor of his birthday.
And see, every time Mark posts about a beer, I'm just like,
I need 3 of them.
Mark knows what he's doing. I need to be there.
That's no beer for 5 years. I'm like, that is.
I don't know if I'm going to have much of a liver left after I get back from Europe, but I will
doesn't matter.
Well, it was fun while it lasted.
You're going to be Dr. Unk in Europe, my friend.
Challenge accepted.
Mark, just go buy a new one.
German beers and whatnot.
They make those. Okay, what is? I can't see a thing. What does that say?
That says "Happy Birthday" emoji face.
Exactly.
Is that what it is?
Damn it. I was just with my parents. I was gonna. I know that they had party hats. I was gonna wear a party hat, just like that emoji, and get the noisemakers. You would have hated me so much.
I would have been like, yeah, cranking to it.
I loved it.
I mean, like, now I just been like, well, you know, you've just done that and called it a day.
Exactly. You're like,
all right, here's another one. Here's another one. I think I don't know what it says. I can't see.
Happy birthday, mighty! I'm mighty.
I think my new favorite game is just Chris putting things up on the screen that he doesn't know what they say.
I really hope, like, oh my god, I really hope something horrible doesn't happen.
Get on it, comment section. Make
I
it
recognize that one.
Here we go.
I recognize that one.
There we go.
Very hard for the win.
That's exactly. I was thinking about that the whole time we were doing this. Too funny.
Very dope. That's also rhymed.
I tell you what, had a great time. Real quick at Philly, the Fan Expo Philly, and got to hang out with Kerwin and Keith and everyone from the Art family. It was fantastic. It was
well, you both had panels, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a booth too, so it was
excellent.
That's
so cool. It's interesting being up there for a panel, isn't it? Like
it's not my first. It's not my first rodeo, sir. But I had a great time. Well, it was Pete's first. Pete over prepared for this one. Like he's like, this is my first one. He just notes,
PowerPoints, and
notes,
and lab coats were pointers.
I'm just going to tell you right now, those slides went through multiple revisions. I got the text every time they got updated.
Yep.
But that's what I love about it, because I'm the same way.
Okay, I think Samir has something, and I only recognize my name. I'm just
it says, Chris, I'm legally blind.
We should have it read us like we should have it like StreamYard read it to us like how you do on the TikTok videos with that annoying computer voice.
The AI voice.
It's that weird, like cartoonish one.
It's that
Chris, I'm legally blind. It's like I would have thrown the internet in the trash.
Or like, what's the jet like? Sup, kids.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Roke.
Exactly.
Hey, I got mail.
There you go, Roke. Got one from Pete.
Yep.
Hello, Peter. Congratulations on the successful panel, my friend.
Ooh. Yeah, cheers to that. I was excited for y'all.
Glad
it went great. Oh man, unexpected numbers from the crowd. It was oh my god.
That's wonderful.
Than I thought.
That's the name of my next album. Unexpected numbers.
Actually, it's funny. I haven't been to a con yet this year that I know of. We go through quite a few of them. My partner's gone through quite a few already because he's just been on work trips and been able to work them in like after he's done with his work stuff, right? But like normally I do more than my few a year, and I feel like I need to catch up.
I also like the way that you phrased that was, I haven't been to a con this year that I know of. Like, this guy got shit hammered and blackout walked into.
Exactly.
So messed around and got drunk.
Why is everybody dressed up?
Yes.
That's weird. Sure, a lot of Hellfire Club shirts.
Oh man. Oh no, not corn. Oh no.
Thank you,
corn.
This is my roommate. He's not a doctor.
Chris, what's
Rum, smoothies, corn chip, chili.
I'm trying to see and then still fit in with everyone.
You look like one of
early
those
hip-hop
grumpy
lyrics.
little, pushed in face cats when you push them way down like that. It's
Rum smoothies, corn chip, chili with the crew.
That sounds like a good night to me, Dale.
Yeah.
Is it worse?
It needs to be on like a shirt with the Wild and Crazy Kids.
It's worse. It's just one of those things, like, the way the human mind works. If you move your sunglasses too far down, it really like stretches your whole face, and you're like, what?
It's like the Snapchat filter where you get the really big mouth. Is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Wild West.
Boom, boom, boom. Ha 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 ha.
Oh my god, I haven't never thought about that song in a while.
Oh.
Of course,
Dale's got the plan. Dale's got the plan.
Mo D did the original, correct?
He did.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
How you like me now?
Hey. All right, so this is Roke's birthday. Roke, what do you want to talk about today, sir?
Okay.
It's all you.
It's all me?
It's all you.
It's about to get interesting.
Let it burn, baby.
So, a lot of things happened this weekend. June is popular.
Yes.
Here. So Street Fighter 6 came out.
Yes.
That is, there are 6 now.
Time Sponge.
Time Sponge, yes. As Chris said, yeah. It's very good. It's very pretty. And compared to 5, it's like the greatest Street Fighter ever made. But
compared to 5.
Is it on all the platforms?
It is on all the platforms. You PS5 voters can own it.
I played a good fighting game in a while.
Dude, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
I like them. I'm just real bad.
Yeah. Well, here's the kicker. They know.
Oh yeah.
Called modern controls that they're pushing really hard in this game to the point where like it's on default settings when you start. where you just hold down buttons and moves come out.
Oh, I can do that.
Because
I can do that.
They realize that like, people who play Smash Brothers and anime fighters play one button fighting games.
Pokken tournament.
So, right, exactly.
I haven't played a fighting game since like Tekken 4.
Exactly. And goddamn it, if Claire and Raven want to be Cammy or Ryu or do cool combos by pressing just face buttons, you could do so.
Yeah.
And it's like also some strategy behind it to the point where there may be modern version tournaments separate from classic version. I do feel like an old geezer because the regular way to play is called classic. And I don't like that. I don't like that.
Get used to it, Mike. It's all downhill from here.
I don't like that. What's so modern?
You're about to start getting AARP ads in your.
Dude, you know that's right. You know that's right.
Dude, I just turned Dirty Slevin, so I don't.
Oh, honey, they come hard and they come early.
Yeah.
Mine, actually, I was lucky enough that I didn't get anything until I turned 50. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm cool with it now. But other people I know have been getting it for like 10 years. I'm like, what the hell?
You was laughing at shit like, ha ha. You 43 getting all that. Hello, Robert. Thank you.
Yeah. I will say, have you ever been to one of those fighting tournaments, like in person? Have you ever gone to see one of those? Those are fucking wild.
They're wild. They're wild. Outside of the lack of deodorant, they're pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
Wash your bodies, guys.
Please. An ex-significant other of mine used to work in the video game sphere, and so we went to like the North American championships of like fighting games for one thing, and like for like we were like press stuff, and I'm like, I literally mash buttons when I play. Yeah. So I don't know what this is, but you're watching a sea of nerds staring at like the Tekken North American Championships, and they're watching it on the big screen, and they're all dressed in jeans and the same black graphic t-shirt, none of them wearing deodorant. And I don't know what's happening. It just looks like people are moving, but everybody at the same time is going like, ooh, because some counter happened that I missed. Yeah. I'm like, holy shit.
You're like, wow, that's insane. And now what the piggyback what you're saying about tournaments,
Chris
Evo is like the biggest. It's called Evolution, but it's known as Evo. It's like the biggest fighting game tournament in America.
I'm just going to be honest here for a minute.
Every year, and it's like
Claire asked that question about have you ever been to one of those tournaments? Mm-hmm. And I swear to God, I thought she was asking, had you ever been to like a straight up blood sport, like people fighting in real life? I didn't know she meant like.
Have you ever had the blood splatter on your face?
It kind of would be stinky.
Because I'm sitting there going, we don't have cool shit like that around here. Like I don't know those.
And we're talking about like blood sport, Jean-Claude Van Damme stuff here, guys.
I mean, give me some Kumite. Let's go.
Make sure you guys put on
guys, pardon me for 1 second.
Hey, can you take that comment down so I can screenshot that?
What are you waiting for?
I swear, Chris, there are times you straight up remind me of my brother so much sometimes.
Rob, what are you doing here? Go by the game. We had this conference. You know what?
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I'll be honest. Also, I haven't played a Street Fighter since Super Nintendo came out, so I don't know.
That's like one of the best ones. Yeah. Dude. If you look at like top level Street Fighter 2 tournaments, you're like, how the fuck y'all doing that?
I think one of the last
pretty games was
either what was it? It was either a Mortal Kombat game or was it Soul Calibur? That was the one that had the Star Wars characters?
Soul Calibur, dude.
Yeah. I think it was one of the last fighting games I ever played, and it's not because I don't like them. I just tend to go to like other games now, right? But still, they're fun.
Here's the dope thing about Street Fighter 6 is that there is an RPG adventure mode in this game now, and it is hours worth. Trust me, hours worth. Many hours worth.
Tell you my stats right now.
Fun. I'm nowhere near the end yet. It's oh man, go
tell you my stats
right
now.
We had a Street Fighter 2 arcade game in our basement because when my brother was definitely dealing weed in college and was making a lot of money on the side, everybody knows.
I want to watch that movie.
He bought himself as a college kid an arcade game of Street Fighter 2.
Claire's brother.
Wow.
Claire just incriminated her brother.
Right?
He
like
doesn't
right
anymore.
on the
job and everything.
No, this is like this is a while ago. Like my brother is 16 years older than I am.
Oh,
It's
sick.
that
Okay,
one.
I was gonna say.
so like when Street Fighter 2 came
He's
out,
not like running for office or
So
anything
the
like that.
statute of limitations
On the next
has run
episode
out,
of
is what
You're not gonna get
Stribling Uncovered.
I'm just saying. So that's the last Street Fighter I played. Was the arcade game that we kept in our basement when Matt moved home from college.
Claire, your brother's like, yo, I'm running for office. What are you doing?
Exactly. You busted him out now. It's over.
Opposition research for free. Claire will just give it to you.
Given the details.
That's what I'm saying. As much as it would be nice to like run for something like that, I would be screwed in an instant. There just would be no way.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a
Me
laundry
and my
list.
family should run for office, but hell no.
Yeah, but
You don't even have to get to like the back part of my closet to get me out of an election. Like I'd be out in the first 10 minutes. They'd be like, you know what you did,
and proudly. I mean,
I put my bullshit on the internet.
Oh, yeah,
Okay?
I'm
It's okay. Like I own up to it. You know.
I'm proud of it. I'm proud as hell.
So, what are
Ain't
your
got no
stats
shame in
looking
my
like,
game.
Roke? What are for your
so-
mode?
So
I'm such an idiot.
At 7.5 hours in world tour mode, and 5.5 hours in practice, like the actual learning how to use the character.
Put in that work.
I've been playing a lot of Zangief. He's a wrestler. He's great.
Wait, I think I know what that guy. Hold on.
Oh yeah, he's the Russian guy that.
Oh, I know exactly who that is.
He's the one that's in Wreck-It Ralph.
Look at this guy. He's
the one in Wreck-It Ralph.
That's exactly it. He's the Wreck-It Ralph one.
He's a classic Street Fighter character.
Like just
Ralph.
because you're a
Gross,
bad guy,
Zangief.
it doesn't mean you're a bad guy.
Exactly. Like Sparrow's egg between thighs.
In that movie.
Like Sparrow.
Use your imagination.
He's in like TV spots for that movie. I forgot.
Wild.
Right. But yeah, Claire, Capcom this year is holding the first ever $1 million pot tournament for Street Fighter 6. So yeah, tournaments have gone a long way.
They really have.
Evo used to be in like a basement, and now it's like the biggest fighting game tournament in the world. So Evo was in like somebody's room, and now it's like hotel room at a casino, and now it's like on the main floor of a casino.
It's not the same as Fred Savage and the Wizard anymore.
It is. You know what? It's Fred Savage and the Wizard times like 11 now. Actually,
Yes,
it's insane.
Yeah.
And fighting game tournament. Yeah.
How many hours of World Tour did you have, man?
7.5. You have like 12, don't you?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 17 hours.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I gotta stop, man.
No, you don't.
I got a problem.
Wait, so what?
It's a cry for help.
This came out this week.
Yeah, it came out the second. Yeah.
Okay,
It
I gotta
only
look
came
that
out
up.
this past Friday.
Yeah.
No,
speaking of it,
Yeah, Mike, I was gonna ask you real quick. Did when you went to see the Spider-Verse, did they show the preview for that movie about the guy who became like the car racer that he had done it through the program?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, looks
Let
so
me
interesting.
explain why this movie is wild. First off, it's another video game movie, and we're in this weird little fucking bubble right now of video game adaptations doing incredibly well with The Last of Us and Mario doing well. The Gran Turismo was going to fucking work. And I don't know why it's going to work, but it's going to work because this really fucking happened.
Yeah.
Everything that happened in this movie that seems ridiculous happened.
Yeah, it's like Ford versus Ferrari for geeks.
It's Ford, pretty much. So during Gran Turismo, like 3, there was a contest for like, okay, we want to take sim racers and put them behind the car of the wheel of a car. People were like, that's ridiculous, yada yada yada. Some kid lives this dream, becomes a race car driver, right? So they're pushing this movie pretty hard. So there's TV spots, there's stuff before YouTube videos, etc. And that one ad that catches you, skip, you're just like, God damn. So they're talking to the real kid where this happened, and he's breaking all this down, and everybody looks exactly the same. But instead of Gran Turismo 3 for the movie, they're pushing the latest Gran Turismo because it's all to sell the game.
Yeah.
Right. So the actor is sitting there interviewing the actual guy, and he was like, this is the first time ever where there's a video game movie about an actual person and the person's in the movie. And I was like, what is he talking about? He goes, oh, turns out that the real guy this is based off of is doing the stunts for the actor that is playing him in the movie.
No way.
So he's in the movie about him playing himself racing during the most important parts of it.
Super meta.
That's wild.
Insane. Also directed by Neil Blomkamp. What?
Right?
Expect a few robots.
What?
That's what tripped me out.
If a giant bug man doesn't come out and stop a race, there will be problems.
There will be.
Harto Copley does not show up in some way.
I want him to throw the xenomorphs from the movie he was going to make into this. Okay.
Chappie. Put Chappie in there.
They were so afraid of him, Mark. They were like, we're going to make a new trilogy. Bye. Alien Covenant. I don't know. Two comes out with later. I don't know. Yeah,
you heard it here first.
The whole idea of like Hicks and Newt living and like totally erasing Alien 3. And like they were like, no. 20th Century Fox. It was like, yeah. But yeah, Gran Turismo looks awesome. Got a trailer for that. Got a trailer for Turtles. Holy shit.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The Turtles are going to be so fucking good, guys.
I can't wait to see that.
Isn't Trent Reznor doing the soundtrack?
Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross are
the Turtles. They're the duo that did the music for Soul, right? Along with the jazz musician that made it.
And the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Yeah. Yep. I love Soul so much. It's such a fucking great film.
Soul is amazing. Mm-hmm. Soul is amazing. Shout out to Questlove.
Fucked up my life for a while. After that movie, I was like,
seriously, it did.
Like, I gotta go outside and like touch grass and like call my mom.
Great.
Speaking of Pixar, they're really pushing this Elemental. That looks scary too. They're gonna make me cry about elements. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm looking for the hook, and I can't find it. I saw that Gran Turismo, of course. This movie, the new DreamWorks CGI movie about the teenage Kraken. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
What's that?
I saw the preview.
It's like about a girl. Literally, it's like Betty Gilman, teenage Kraken. You're like, okay.
And like Krakens fight mermaids, and mermaids are bad.
Mermaids are bad.
So this Kraken is like join the basketball team or something, like get real good because they're Kraken. It's not
Kraken Jam.
Okay,
if they're smart, they'll have a little campaign with the Seattle Kraken. So just saying.
And then we got Blue Beetle, which I forgot comes out this summer and all. Literally thought it was like October. Well, that movie looks awesome. It looks like a tokusatsu, and I'm like,
I need to read Blue Beetle Graduation Day. Still.
Yeah.
Are you reading that?
I'm going to.
Speaking of Blue Beetle,
it's so good.
My friends at Gotham Outsiders told me to read it, so I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, you're going to love that.
This home today, Mark.
What's that? Question
omnibus. Look how fucking big this.
Oh shit!
This is the Denny O'Neil years. This is the question, guys. This is where Rorschach comes from.
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Yeah. So like, quick comic insight rather. So Watchmen was supposed to be not the characters that you see. Alan Moore wanted to like old characters that were like characters, and Rorschach was questioned, and like Owlman was Blue Beetle, original Ted Kord. Ironically enough, the comedian was Peacemaker. So the comedian was counterpart is now. A dummy, hilarious version of that. And then it was like Captain Adams. So there was a book called Multiversity that Grant Morrison wrote like years ago that should have been a really, really good thing about like different Earths and what their Justice League will look like. And one of the Earths Justice League was the original envision of what.
Hold on, bro. Your mic is crapping out, I think.
Yeah, because you sound very much like you're talking from the bottom of the ocean. And while I totally support you hanging out with Aquaman and the Little Mermaid, like, can just up
and a couple of Kraken.
And the Krakens. That's what it
is. Hey, man.
What about now?
Whenever you say the Kraken, I'm thinking.
Am I normal?
Yes.
And that's kind of creepy. Is all I'm saying.
I said so much.
No, so I understood everything that you were saying. It just sounded a little bit aquatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just were underwater.
I was a teenage kraken, guys.
You're really getting method.
I'm a teenager.
You were living the Steve Cecil life, the life aquatic there.
Like I was
little Steve Zissou.
Oh my god.
Got your name more right here.
Yeah. But yeah, Spider-Verse was awesome. Once you go
Spider-Verse was incredible.
You saw it, Nick?
I did see it.
Sick.
Yeah, he saw it.
Did you see it, Claire?
No, but what we did do is we watched the first Spider-Verse this weekend with Ethan, so he's seen it now. Which means
we're not going to spoil anything then.
Yeah, we told him, I'm like, I've been invested in this shit for so long, and it's my favorite Spider-Man movie. So basically, what's going to happen is, even if you're not into it, I'm already buying the tickets, and you're fucking going.
Well, we're about to tell you, spoiler-wise, is going to make you do push-ups. So
it's unbelievable.
It's the best Spider-Man movie again. Sorry about that. It did what a sequel was supposed to do. Wild, right? Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird how it was like, we're better than the first one?
Yeah, it's funny. A lot of people had forgotten that it was like the first part of 2, right? You know?
Yeah,
I completely forgot that. When it ended, I was like, wait, what the hell? And it took me like 30 seconds to be like, oh, there's another one.
I realized as we were heading towards the end that's what was happening. I was like, oh, that's right. And it's funny because I kept thinking about it and processing. After I was like, this is someone's empire going in the Jedi. Yeah. Like, this is so amazing. Yeah, I was like, I'm so happy for the kids 100%. Who like are seeing this and like their mind is blown and they have to wait a year, you know, to like get the answer to like everything they saw here. Oh,
right. And again, Lord Miller.
So cool. Yeah.
Lord Miller.
And honestly,
they can produce, man.
It's almost like those guys know what they're doing.
Good.
Yeah.
Like to Claire's point, the first one is so good. My wife, who is famously not into any of this shit that I'm into, like Marvel and DC and Star Wars, and you know, my kids, like she did the whole. We did that podcast thing where we got her to watch all the Marvel movies and we recorded her reactions and all that stuff. That's a lot of fun. Good. She found stuff along the way that she liked and enjoyed. But the first Spider-Verse movie, she's watched it 3 times and she loves it as much as we do because the first time it was over, she's like, oh my God, I didn't know that I would feel that way about a Spider-Man cartoon. Like,
right on.
Yeah, like
it's another level. It's
all around.
Yeah.
Like the way, like, how do you top, like, you top the art from the first movie? Like,
what? Oh my gosh.
Like,
easily.
Easily.
And then you start mixing the media even more than you did the first time.
Exactly.
I wasn't prepared
layers
for that.
Upon layers. It's like insane. And then you have a family dynamic in it, which I think is super important. Like, that's such a huge part of all this. And I love that it was there in the forefront again.
Yep.
So. Mike, tell him what happened when this weekend at the shop. As far as
pretty much. I was like, all right, I came in, I got a chance to. I don't really see many movies anymore. Like, me and Chris used to be like the dedicated Thursday night guys. Yeah. Because we work at a comic book store. People are going to be like, remember the time when this movie you didn't see? I'm real close to your face and I'm spoiling it. So we have to like hustle to watch the movie because we don't want this. We don't want this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's been calm. You know, COVID kind of mixed that shit in half, but I was like, I was in the gym and was like, let me just try to see if I can get a ticket on Thursday. I'm off Thursdays, whatever. It ain't going to happen. I couldn't see Guardians on Thursday. You know, I usually wait till the Tuesday after. Yeah. I was like, holy shit, I got a ticket for 3:00 and a nice seat. And it's a matinee. I was like, okay.
Perfect.
Good.
Perfect. And I was like, all right, let's do this. So
this was my first Dolby Digital experience in a Dolby Digital theater. I had no idea the whole theater shook.
Yeah. My first time with that was fucking Batman. Okay.
Okay.
Every time you punch somebody, I was like,
yeah. Seriously, it's better than like the seats that rock. Like, I love that the sound makes the theater
earthquake Nirvana punch.
It was amazing. Yeah. I feel like I'll never want to see a movie not that way again. It kind of
it's awesome. I saw Guardians that way too. But this
Mike, please answer. Please answer, Corn.
This is the biggest.
Please answer this fool.
This is the biggest inside joke in the world, and I hate him. I hate him. Yes, it is, Cord. Please put this comment away before I segue. Anyway, god damn it. Knife for death. This movie's incredible. Shamik Moore again brings it.
A+.
Haley Steinfeld again brings it. All the new additions, Spider-Punk. But yeah, get back to the story. Like I was saying to the store. I saw the movie early. I loved it. And I was like, all right, we got to start putting the shit on our recommendation table because this movie's going to trust me.
You came in the shop. We were already ahead of you. I was already like, yeah, we need to get this.
We had the Spider-Punk book. We had 4 of those. Put those out.
Yeah.
So the weekend happens, right? I worked the entire weekend. We sold all the Spider-Punk books. I put the thick Spider-Verse book out. Sold that. Sold a bunch of Gwen Stacy books. People were clawing to get as much Spider-Man 2099 in their hands as they possibly can.
Nice.
Unfortunately, there was an omnibus that came out last year. We don't have it. People wanted to start from the very beginning because that's how it all is with these movies. They want to. I'm like, you don't have to do. Okay. They start over every year. Like, Jesus Christ. You don't want to read the 90s shit. You don't. But anyway. But yeah, people were in there looking for pops and figures. And so, yeah, this movie is definitely works. You know,
I'm so excited.
It's
I got to go
so
this week.
good. That fucking chase scene. Goddamn. With all the Spider-Man pointing, all the Spider-Man, and you're just like, how did you draw this? Like, how did you
all the lore that went into this, like, to put in all these different Spider-Men in there and to just make it work or like do their own variations on all these different Spider-Men. Yep. Yeah. That's the beauty of the multiverse.
Spider-Man India.
I have to add shout out to the 2 dudes that were sitting next to me at the screening because they were super into it. They kept reacting to it, and they made it better for me.
I love
the way they were reacting. I was like, these guys are making this movie.
It's all about that one stranger that you're like, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. Dude, I saw John Wick 3 with a bunch of old people. That shit was amazing. That shit was amazing. Oh my goodness!
I saw John Wick. I went and saw John Wick 3 with my boss. That's we were like, we need to go see it. Let's go. We went and saw it. I went with my boss. It was hilarious. We had a great time.
I saw it today with that shit.
I would see it my boss would get a row. We're gonna go do this and we're gonna go drunk, okay?
Right. I was behind a row of senior citizens. They were like, "Oh my goodness."
I think I actually went with my boss to see Infinity War too.
Dude.
Holy shit.
She and I just every once in a while we're like, dude, let's just go see a movie.
Infinity War was like a 2-hour cardio workout for me and Chris.
Right.
We were like,
right.
Oh, what, Infinity?
Dude, we were like, oh man, you stop, please. Like,
which one, Infinity or Endgame? Because
Endgame, we were like,
I freaked.
Oh yeah.
Endgame was like pull-ups, bro. That's
Endgame. Do you want to watch me sob on and off for 2.5 hours?
Yep. Dude,
Watch that movie with me.
I watched that end fight.
I was exhausted when I got off from that movie.
I haven't sweated in a chair before. I'm in here like, oh my god, like a perspire.
When Cap picked up Thor's hammer.
Sir,
oh my god,
that was it. That was it.
I knew it. I was like, I knew it too.
There are some iconic moments that are just so fucking good. Like, you know what? Y'all did that one right. Like, y'all did that one
in like a row.
Every time you see it, even now in like a video, you still get chills every single time.
I can hardly make it through without getting all teary-eyed.
Dude, on your left,
for sure.
Insane.
Yeah.
And
your left is insane.
It's no secret. I live in a house full of women. In that scene when all the women heroes line up, I was done. I was over with. Ended.
Yeah. That is a comic, my friend, by the way. It's called A-Force.
A-Team, right?
It's called A-Force, yeah.
See, I wouldn't know about
because they're a force. And I was like, reading. I'll take that.
Well, I actually have a comics question. Actually,
okay.
I have a comics question about all of the Spider-Men.
Yes, sir.
As you're talking about the chase scene and all that stuff, I know just enough about comics to be dangerous most of the time, and that's it. I have made a stack of the comics I have on hand, so every time Chris gives me hell about it, I can be like, "Look, I have some." Granted, he sent me most of them, but that's
the same 3 issues.
But granted, he sent me half of them. But we're not talking about that right now. So my question is, with all of these different versions of the Spider-Man that we see in both the first and the second movie, are they all from comics and properties, or is there a line like 50% of them are, 50% of them are made for these movies and that kind of thing? Like, is there a comic book with a Spider-Man
like 90% comics.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Spider-Man
Tyrannosaurus, yes.
Where do I jump in on Spider-Ham? Like, where's this?
There is a legit Peter Porker Spider-Ham single issue compendium you can buy right now.
Okay. And I knew about that one, but some of these
Peter
others,
Porker slaps.
Yeah, like some of the ones we see, certainly in this movie, and I don't want to give anything away, but you know, there's one when he asked the question, "Why is that thing wearing the mask?" Like, you know, that just
that's the thing.
Yeah, that one. Yep. Yeah, so I didn't know that. That's amazing.
There are multiple books called Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Yes.
Everybody's invited. Put it that way. Everybody's invited.
Like 1 or 2 episodes behind. I think I might have read them. I can't remember. But yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, the latest thing that just happened, the big thing with him in the comics was Dark Web.
That was the Inferno tie-in, right? Yeah.
Well, because they're really trying to... So, they're really trying to turn Spider-Man into an X-Men book.
Yep.
Like
Chat, Google it. Yeah.
See, now, I said a grumpy cat, but my father's just like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're going to Google Images right now.
I can't breathe.
What does it say about most of us that we actually know what a hognose viper is and what one looks like? I mean,
hognose viper sounds like a Jim Henson creation. I'm sorry, it just sounds like
you know what? You almost
right next
wish it was.
It should be Bob's an antagonist for a scene. Like
you can find them in the forest right next to the rodents of unusual size.
I don't think they exist.
Don't exist.
They exist in the same world as a platypus duckbill.
Like
that's a John Pendleton.
I have a question for Mr. Milky here.
Yes, sir.
Sir, are you excited for Indiana Jones? Are you ready?
Oh my God! Like, okay,
that's in like a couple weeks, right?
The 30th.
Okay, it is this month.
Yep, it is this month. I am incredibly excited. My fedora is right over there. My staff of Ra is behind me.
Nice.
It turned off, but just hanging out right here.
Yep, that's it right there.
Yep, there he is.
Oh, sick, dude. That's you, dude. You made it, bro.
I am. Yeah. The core of my childhood was Star Wars and Indiana Jones. And
Indiana Jones
for this to be, with the stuff dropping on Disney Plus, of course, I've been watching the movies. I've seen them a billion times, but they're here. So why wouldn't I watch them again?
Right. It's not your fault, man.
As I told y'all before we came on air, I even bought recently beta versions of Temple of Doom and Raiders.
Right.
Yeah. that old box art is so cool.
That's right.
I mean, I know it's and everything, but still.
And if you don't know what a beta tape looks
player?
Like, it doesn't matter, Raven. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
I'm
have the tape.
Sometimes you buy art.
Have the tape. They sit right next to the DVD box set and all the other things.
I was going to say, is it next to your laser disc?
We were just talking about.
I'm going to buy those when the show's over tonight.
Yeah. We literally looked up the laser disc before here, and he was very excited at how not expensive they were.
Correct. I'm going to be making some bad eBay decisions.
It's going to be some bad decisions.
It happens.
He's in the house by himself. There will be Nerf
That's
guns.
Right. Nobody's here to say maybe you shouldn't buy that.
There will be Nerf guns and bubble bats. Okay. I am bouncing a ball in the house.
What beta is?
100%. 100%. We had a beta machine. My dad won on a radio call-in contest a year's supply of blank Betamax videotapes. And so they sent him I think a box of 52. It was one a week. He won on a stupid radio contest when I was a kid.
Wow.
You know what's insane? Today that would be a fucking burden.
Exactly.
Please stop sending that to me, please.
Please don't do that.
I don't want to be a winner.
Oh my God, you're 100% right, though. You're 100% right.
You can get the Jelly of the Month Club.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh my God.
But yeah, back to Spider-Verse. Really, really smart movie.
Yeah.
Really, really smart cameos and voice acting.
Yes.
I was like,
I'm trying to hide from all of that because I know I'm going to sit there and be like, is that fucking so-and-so?
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
The entire movie.
You can't miss it. It's going to, because they keep hitting you in the face with all these different Spider-Men.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
And then, this is a 60-year-old character. He just turned 60 this year, actually, which is insane. Yeah, Spider-Man's a baby compared to everybody else, though.
Yeah. I mean, along with Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, Spidey has always been around in my life. And so to be here all these years later and for that fire to still be burning so brightly, it's just amazing. I love it. I love it.
It's super important.
Isn't it because we've had way better representations of Spider-Man over the course of the last? And I mean, I say this as somebody who absolutely could not possibly care less about Spider-Man at any given time. Could not possibly care less, actively dislike this character. But I even, as that person, have seen in these last, number of portrayals of this character, I have found myself not being annoyed when he shows up on screen. I mean, I'm still not going to go see the movie because I couldn't possibly care less. But the fact is that when, Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire and, all those guys, they show up and I'm not just like, oh, for God's sake, we have to do this Spider-Man thing again. It's like, no, these are all really fun.
Yeah, the character works.
They all have their own, and it's just for somebody who's annoyed by the character, I can even say there's been so many good portrayals. And obviously Spider-Verse, I mean, from everybody talking is this is, the best Spider-Man we've seen in a bazillion years. And it's just well, it must be because even I see it as kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's the most inclusive character of all time.
Yeah. Anybody, that's the thing. Anybody can be under the mask.
Anybody can wear the mask. I said it in the first one.
And I'm so glad that Miles' intro was done this way because it's its own thing, right? It's not trying to bite on trying to be Tom Holland or anything. It just, it came in and has carved its own
and honestly
this whole thing, and then they're gonna make a live action finally, right?
So I literally just texted him I literally was like, hey Ethan, so Friday night I'm buying tickets to Spider-Verse right now after work, we're going, right? He's like, are we not doing anything? Literally, that's exactly what I just did. I'm going Friday.
And I want to speak to what Pete said in the chat because I agree with him. He says the two Spider-Verse movies are my two favorite superhero movies, period. I agree with him. I also feel like I love all the superhero movies. I grew up with Superman. That was my guy growing up. Superman, Batman, this whole Marvel thing, that was something I came to when Iron Man 1 came out. I knew who Iron Man was. I knew the old version where it said FE on the top of his forehead because FE is the element for iron. But Spider-Man was never on my radar. I knew who Spider-Man was. I didn't care. It wasn't a thing. And then, of course, I was a grown-up. I was out of college. When we get Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, I went and saw it because it was something you did. It was popular. It was a big movie. Yeah. And then I love Garfield Spider-Man. Tom Holland is, my favorite live-action Spider-Man.
They're all fine.
Oh, man.
But everybody's good.
Exactly to Raven's point, they're all fantastic. But my favorite Spider-Man period is Miles Morales.
100%.
Because of Into the Spider-Verse.
100%.
That's my Spider-Man. It makes me so happy. And I've watched that first one more times than I can count because it just is so pure and so good and so. And again, I'm sure there's a lot of dad in me talking about that because you have so much family stuff, so much about worth and being seen by your parents, and especially those elements come into this one, and it's just it hits me in those veins. So.
Chicago, Illinois, baby.
Yeah, baby.
A little
one of the
drive.
Speaking of which, my partner was just out there with his sister to see Taylor Swift yesterday. By the way, he's on his way back right now.
Yeah,
nice.
Oh my! I bet that. I'm not a Swiftie. I'll get that out of the way. However, I bet that's a good. I bet she puts on a good show. So
incredible.
He goes, I'm not converted, but I had a good time. He goes, that was a cool show. Yeah. So, but he got to spend time with his sister and go do this, right?
So that's so cool.
It's all good. Beat it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excuse me.
You're not excused, birthday boy. Get your shit together.
Changing it up.
Oh, new shades.
Wardrobe change.
Listen,
come on.
You gotta do it the right way, man. You gotta, give everybody their shot.
Looks like Rogue, Raven, and I are on a highway to the danger zone right now.
You know what I'm saying? I have the need.
Chips represent.
The need for speed. Oh boy, OG's house.
I learned how to wear sunglasses in the years when Chris Pine's dad was a heartthrob. That's great. That's how old I am.
Chips,
baby.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, personally, I was more of an Eric Estrada girl, but that doesn't mean I didn't see what was going on the other side. Like,
that's right.
Yeah,
you gotta get some John in there.
My grandfather used to love the hell out of that show.
Oh man,
I just never really got into it, but it was there.
I was brought up right. My mom and I watched shows like that for the scenery alone.
That's
like,
awesome.
oh, is there something else going on?
I always wondered.
There's a great scene in an episode of 30 Rock where Liz Lemon, Tina Fey, has a thing with Jack Donaghy, and they bring Pine back on so that he can get on the motorcycle, and it's the whole I grew up being obsessed with you. It's so good.
Yeah,
so good.
I always thought that show was weird because no one ate eating like junk food or anything. I was like, it's called chips.
How you fit into them pants and them boots?
Nobody's no cookies, nothing. Crackers, a wafer.
All you skinny bitches, no way. No way.
Yeah.
You gotta wear them tight motorcycle pants, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta get in them pants.
Not a crippet in sight. No crippets, no Edmonds, nothing.
If you want to have cake, you can't eat cake, guys.
There's so many types of chips. Each episode
the only
with a
thing
different
ever
flavor
wrong
of
with
chips.
was
Chris is about
Eric
to dump
Estrada
me.
putting something on his head so you couldn't see how pretty his hair was. That was the only crime that Chips ever committed.
Always wonder why they never made a movie and they called it And Dip.
God fucking damn it, Roker.
What?
Oh, no.
Dip could have been like
his
the little.
birthday. You can't boot him on his birthday.
Hear me out.
It's your goddamn birthday.
Can't boot him on his birthday.
Booted you because it's your it's your birthday.
You
No,
get what is that? The little side saddle for the motorcycle. You put a dog in there, and the dog's name is Dip.
Sidecar.
Side
saddle.
Yeah, sidecar.
Side saddle is not the same thing as a sidecar.
Not the same
Now
thing.
I'm picturing Eric. I'm not picturing Eric Estrada riding a motorcycle side saddle.
With a dog in his lap.
See what we did with your bike?
Look what you've done. Look what you've done. It's your birthday. I can't let you go. I can't. But I will punish them because of you. Look what you've done.
Bring this back. Damn it. Anyway,
no.
like I was saying, you'll be a sidecar of a white shaggy dog named Dip, and the movie's called Chips and Dip.
Mark's gone. Look what you did. Mark's gone. Because of you.
Dude, that could have been funny. That's money right there.
He says because of you.
You wouldn't have watched Chips and Dip. You wouldn't have watched.
Now look what happened. Minnesota's finest is gone. See what you've done. See what you've done. You did this.
Dude,
I live in Minnesota. I am not from Minnesota.
Wisconsin's finest. You see what you've done? Boom, she's gone again. Look what you've done.
Oh man. Chris with the trap door is not fair.
If I'm gonna go for the right reasons. Johnny forever.
I like how the rest of us are trying to be like, oh God, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut before we get booted.
Man.
Hey man, I live to get thrown out.
This summer, Chips, popular television show, but this time they have a dog.
But
his birthday high.
And then
yeah, sure.
The sequel.
And tomorrow I'll be Monday high.
Have you met him?
Tuesday. Guess what? Tuesday high. Sorry, everybody. Spoiler alert! Here comes Wednesday. He's high.
I have an idea for the third movie in the trilogy.
Do you, Claire?
Damn it!
Please enlighten me of our Chips trilogy.
Not only have we rescued Dip, you know.
Sure. Okay.
Somebody left a whole box of puppies on the side of the road, and now you've got salsa, guacamole, queso. You've got spinach, you got an artichoke. Those are the two ones that are like clearly the most similar looking runts of the litter. I'm just saying.
Right?
Yeah.
You
is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
no, saying that?
say.
No, don't say that.
Well.
Say that.
Yeah.
Not saying it. Just not saying it. And then the Walmart packaging for it is called
That's a great value.
the Chips Snack Pack.
The snack pack.
The Snack Pack trilogy.
Oh my god.
Look what you made me do. Look what you
Take one for the team, Nick. Take one for the team.
Oh
We're
my
talking about
God.
chips, right? And the variations on the theme.
Man.
Oh man.
You see what Brian is? You see what Brian wrote here?
Bi-colored coastal police.
I think that's great. I'm there for it.
Dude, that sounds like a 6-season canceled attempt. Are you kidding me?
That
The
sounds
show
like a
is called Chips and Dip,
canceled.
and you're trying to push other narratives. I don't need this. I need you guys to focus up here, okay? Chips and Dip, okay? The Snack Pack trilogy.
And then you could have spin-offs where, like, what kind of chip are we talking? One of you's the tortilla chip with the salsa. One of you is the Lay's. You're the kettle-cooked original with the French onion dip. You know, you've got all different kinds of chips and all different kinds of dips.
We're just taking the model that Air Bud built and just spreading it around. Okay.
I just want to say, I want to make sure I get myself, very clearly in my spot. I'm here for the classic Ruffles. Okay, classic, straight up
classic Ruffles,
cheddar and sour cream.
That's my.
I'd love to. Yeah, but I'm gonna do some cheddar and sour cream.
And then
cheddar and sour cream.
Why y'all got so many ducks?
But also,
they are
like,
so okay. Fair enough.
Whoever came up with the catchphrase "Ruffles have ridges," how dare you? Because literally the only thing that pops into my brain is a condom ad.
Yeah.
Screw you, potato chips.
Ridges
for our pleasure.
It's right. Ridges for our pleasure. That's correct.
You like snacks? You like sex? Ridges for her pleasure. Hers.
Listen, I just want to be really clear that at this moment, I was not the one to make the sex joke.
Hey,
I'll take that.
It happened one way or another.
I'm on a previous then. I know catchphrases. It was going to happen.
I just wanted to be. I wanted to point out
the three of us.
Time when I behaved myself.
Somebody has to make Chris appalled. So.
Of course.
Yes.
There are goals and there's reaching goals, baby.
Just gotta get Chris to pull that ripcord, baby. Just eat him right out of there.
And team starts playing.
We are blessed enough to get a Chris Ryan show. We've got to take full advantage. You know?
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Absolutely.
I did this for us.
Thank
you.
Right,
hero to the kids.
You're welcome, America.
Chris over there with his hog-nosed sunglasses.
Dude, those are Randy Savage sunglasses.
Those are Randy Savage sunglasses for sure. I'm surprised
he is
he's
the
not
macho king.
Mm-hmm.
He is that. They are literally macho man.
Nice. Of course they are.
Incredible.
Spoiler alert! I shot JR.
Also, those sunglasses make you look like the mean kid on the snowboarding movie Mountain too. Don't they? You're the skiers on the mountain with those glasses.
You're the preppy skiers.
It's hot dog.
Who don't want to thrash.
Whereas Claire and Mike and I are now, feeling the need for speed.
You know what I'm saying? And you're a late.
Been working
90s,
on my mustache.
You're a late 90s comedy about snowboarding and skiing in Aspen. We're going to Aspen. Let's take the surfer guys and put them on snakes.
Okay, Johnny Tsunami over here.
Dude, Johnny Tsunami, dude, rocket power over here, brother. Surf
Woogity,
Ninjas.
woogity, woogity.
That movie happened. Surf Ninjas is a movie that they made.
Surf
like,
Ninjas.
Leslie Nielsen was a samurai. This movie happened.
Right. Ernie Reyes Jr. was in that.
And Senior. His dad's the guy with the eye patch. That's
Leslie Nielsen as a ninja.
As a ninja.
Right.
As a samurai who got his face stepped on by an elephant and lived. He lived very old.
It makes total sense.
It makes total sense.
Yeah.
Very, very good game for the Sega Game Gear, by the way.
Wow.
Wow.
But, terrible shit movie. Rob Schneider's in that movie. Very young Rob Schneider. Shit. Garbage movie. Watch Three Ninjas instead. Learn something.
See, the thing is, though, is that as much as I loved Leslie Nielsen and like Naked Gun and all that other stuff,
Creepshow,
and he was great. There was that one episode of was it Creepshow or was it Twilight Zone? I can't remember which one it was.
He was like super serious and scary.
Where he's like buried in the sand. And
that's
then
Creepshow.
Yep, it's Creepshow.
Oh my God! I'm like,
mess your shit up.
Never see Frank Drebin the same way again.
And that's him before he went to comedy.
Baby, what is going on?
That's what I'm saying. And I'm like,
that's his
how did
last
they move
serious
from
role.
that to this?
Yeah.
Yep.
He did that, then Airplane.
Oh my God!
It
If you've never seen this particular Creepshow episode with Leslie Nielsen,
rules, man.
Take your time to watch it and find out about the Leslie Nielsen that we don't get to see for the most part, because it was really fun to see him do something different.
Yeah, Creepshow was fun, anthological, comic booky style, still something creepy, spooky, scary, spooky.
Not my kind of thing normally, but I was forced to watch it at some point, and it was really, really a good experience. I'm glad I did.
Heard that Joel spooky.
Spooky. I thank you, Roke, for enjoying the word spooky as much as I do.
Oh, I love it. Heard that Joel spooky.
It's so spooky. You can't say the word spooky in like a normal. No matter how you say it, it's just like spooky. Spooky.
Well, not to bring up 30 Rock twice in one show, but I can't hear the word spooky without Tracy Morgan saying "Werewolf
Spooky,
Bar Mitzvah."
Spooky,
Scary.
Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. Spooky, scary. Boys becoming men. Men becoming wolves. Fucking iconic.
Thank you, Tracy Jordan.
Tracy Jordan.
Yeah, I'm seeing the Flash.
Yes. Hey, are you breathing?
Michael Keaton's in that shit.
Rob.
Well, I mean, considering how the people that saw it, like at CinemaCon, considering like how the critics have responded to it too, of it just being like, this is the best superhero movie that ever.
Yeah.
It's like the reaction. I'm like, how the fuck?
I hear that, but I need like the wardrobe person and the director to be like, you're gonna change your mind on how you feel about Ezra when you see this movie.
No,
I will absolutely fucking not.
No, I will not.
I will not. I'm here for Michael Keaton. Get the fuck out of my way.
Rocks?
They will continue to be problematic. That they will.
Yeah. Remember the kidnapping thing? Big fucking deal.
Yeah.
As long as Jonathan Majors gets a a fair shake on all this, which he hasn't to this point.
Yeah, he hasn't to this point. Yeah, it's very complicated and weird.
It is.
He's dating Megan Good though.
Yeah, but think of it this way: Armie Hammer got off, so we'll be
Armie Hammer is out here making movies.
I look forward to watching whatever Hulu documentary comes out, like The House of Hammer.
Well, there is a thing. There's already a thing you can watch.
Yeah, House of Hammer.
Yeah, House of Hammer. Yeah.
Or like nailed it. The Hammer story. Whatever. I mean.
Yeah. Right.
Nailed it. Captain Hammer.
Hey man, we've seen stranger things. Okay, we have seen some strange things over the years.
Yeah.
Folk come back and do like crazy. I mean, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
About here being spooky.
Spooky.
Heard that Joel spooky.
So spooky. You know what else is spooky? The Barry finale was spooky.
Fucking Barry finale. Holy shit balls.
I just wanted to drop that at some point tonight with you, just to have you yell into the microphone because that's how I feel on the inside.
Everyone I care about that is terrible, but I still care about them. Jesus Christ.
I'm literally, there's not a single character in that show. There's not a single outcome from that show that I'm not conflicted about.
Dude,
every single human being, I'm conflicted about how things worked out for them in the best way.
The 7-minute fucking dramatization.
Oh my fucking God.
Of what was not true. Was bananas in pajamas.
It was bananas in pajamas.
I was like, how did Funny Man make this?
No, but here's the thing.
You were telling me.
Yeah. So if you don't listen to Smart List, the podcast, first of all,
oh my God.
It's great. It's wonderful.
Of course Nick knows. Of course. Took his glasses off for it.
Like, I'm a big Arrested Development super fan.
Yes.
So the second that I was like, and I love Will and Grace. So of course I'm sitting here like, time out. Will Arnett, Jason Bateman, and Sean Hayes have been friends for the past 25 years, and now they're doing a podcast together during the pandemic.
Have you seen the HBO special?
Yes, I have.
Oh my God. It's incredible.
Incredible. But they had Bill Hader on for an episode, and it's the way that it's structured, if you haven't listened to the podcast, is one of the 3 hosts invites on a random guest, and the other 2 don't know who it is. So they don't prepare anything ahead of time. They just are like, hey, surprise, it's Matt Damon, or something like that. I'm like, oh, cool, we'll have a chat. And Bill Hader was on.
Yes.
This man literally had 0 plans to ever get into comedy. 0 plans. He didn't want to be an actor, and he didn't want to get into comedy. Neither of those things happened. And his first big break is Megan Mullally sees him. He's like, hey, Lauren Michaels, you should look at this guy. And then he gets randomly cast on SNL. He's like, I don't act, and I write, and I wanted to be a director. I moved out to LA to be a director and hopefully a writer. But I guess I'm doing comedy now. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Here's Stefan.
Right?
Like, what?
Unbelievable.
It just ends up being amazing. And now he's like, no. Now I finally get to do the thing that I came to Hollywood to do, which is to write and to direct. And I'm going to fucking do it. And he's better at the writing and the director than the comedy. And it's still like the acting.
And the comedy's incredible.
And the comedy's incredible. You're just like, what the fuck is that? How? How are you? You just stumbled into comedy, and then you had these talents as well. Okay, wild.
Just never know. You never know.
That's insane.
Yep.
That's insane.
Isn't it? And then you watch Barry, and then you're like, oh, that makes so much sense.
The boxes get checked off.
Yeah.
The thing I sent you about season 2, episode 7, though. Oh! Nick. Yeah. So I'm watching this breakdown of like all of it, of course. So I'm like Pepe Sylvia. I'm like, I need people to explain what my thoughts are about the finale, please. YouTube help. So I waited 2 days after scratching myself in cold showers, and I found some videos. And there's in season 2, episode 7, again, penultimate, HBO.
Yep.
This is after Gene has convinced Barry that we should make a movie off of your life being a PTSD guy and the army thing. And he breaks down the
audition episode, right?
The audition episode, yes.
Yeah.
And he breaks down 4 scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And each scene he breaks down is the season finale of
each of the 4 seasons.
Each of the 4 seasons.
It is and just watching it after, like the day after watching the finale and having you send that video to me, and I got to that point and I'm like, I need to lay down.
I need to lay down.
And here's the thing. We're living right now in a couple of little tiny pockets of greatness. Mm-hmm. Ted Lasso is running right next to Barry because the amount of Easter eggs and shit that has come out of the finale of Ted Lasso that runs through the whole thread of the entire run of the show, and the things that they've brought back and the little things that pop up along the way, it's exactly the same thing. It's so deep. It's so brilliant.
We
so
can't talk about Ted Lasso. This is Mike's episode, and Mike doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Listen.
Oh,
the thrilling, captivating story about a cowboy bringing soccer to the West is fantastic. And someday I will watch it.
Yeah.
But right now, we're talking about the excellence that is
Barry.
Hey.
Can you believe though? Can you first of all, Barry is a perfect show.
Okay, time out real quick before we go. You tell me you wouldn't watch a goddamn cowboy show about Jason Sudeikis freaking soccer to the Wild West and his name is Ted Lasso? Come on. Oh my god. What is
oh my god.
Your face
come on, let's applaud the center frame for the dimples. Good job, Mark. Good job.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just here for it.
Yeah, but what were you saying, Claire, about how great Barry is? And
it's the fucking best. And literally Succession and Barry ended on the same night. For you Succession fans, rest in peace. I've started it. I'm not caught up.
My mom speed read it.
It's spoiled for me because everybody's been saying who the CEO is. So I'm like, oh well, that's not at all what I was expecting. But cool, bro. Right. And then other than that, then Ted Lasso ended 3 days later. So
there's no more shows, and I'm really tired about it. And I need TV to step it up. You know,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Together.
Like I gotta start Yellow Jackets and some shit. Like what's going on here? You know.
Well, the next big thing on my radar is the new season of Justified that comes out in July.
I need to watch Timothy Olyphant being modern Western man too.
It's so fucking good. Oh my god, it's so good.
That was FX too, right?
Yep.
Back in the day, right? Damn.
Yep.
See,
FX has some bangers, man.
There's a handful of shows that I watch every single year. I will watch the whole series, whatever it is. West Wing, Sopranos, Deadwood, Justified. Like those are the four. Every year I watch the full seasons of those, and it's so good. It's such good TV.
See, I've never watched. Well, I won't say that out loud.
Well, you know, there is some damn good TV that's coming out in about 11 days, and that's something that Raven and I are very excited for. And that's Star Trek: Strange New Worlds.
Oh, okay. New season.
It's back. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And there's a freaking Below Decks crossover.
Lower Decks crossover. Yeah.
Lower Decks. Sorry. Man, why am I getting all the names of everything wrong today?
Below Decks is the boat show.
Mark, we're all nuts. We're wearing sunglasses.
The sailing yacht one. Below Deck. Yeah. Also, shit that I've seen and I need to get into. Also, Vanderpump Rules, people. Wednesday's our finale of the greatest season in reality show history.
What did you just say? Sequest?
I just said Sequest.
Sequest, baby.
DSD?
Yeah, I just said Sequest. I just said Sea Trek. Yeah.
I'm gonna need a moment or two alone here.
Rest in peace, Jonathan Brandis. Thank you very much.
You know, I'm like Jonathan Brandis Sequest.
I loved you with Sidekicks. Thank you. It's just us. You know what? They're fucking jealous.
They're all jealous.
Have love for the Brandis.
That's what I'm saying.
You leave Warner Trek alone. They wanted Submarine Star Trek, and goddamn it, ABC tried. Chris is in the void right now. Chris is in the Phantom Zone, like, fuck these. I'm gonna stay here. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for Superman. Oh, real quick, I saw Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I feel bad because that movie is actually good.
Is it?
Oh man.
Yeah, it's. I just feel bad because like Black Adam just fucking ruined everything.
Yeah.
And I will stand by Shazam being the white horse before the like pre-gun era DC. Like he had two solid films that didn't get enough attention, and I think over in a lot of time, people will realize how good these movies were. Yeah. I feel bad, and you could also see like watching this movie, like The Rock was definitely supposed to be here at some point to play the villain, and you're just like, man, you're like, you must be horrible to work with in Hollywood. Like, I'm sorry, like. It was the most difficult dude ever. The fact that the Fast and Furious had to make you your own movie, that's like, and now you're back. Like he's just back for 11 now. Like 2 days ago, he was like, "Yeah, I'm back. I don't know, money. It's money to be counted. I guess I don't know. You know,
checks to cash.
Yeah, Black Adam flopped, so I guess I'm back in the Fast franchise. You know.
Yeah, that was a movie I watched.
Oh, you saw that, huh?
Black Adam. Yeah, I did.
Oh, Black Adam. Yeah.
That's the movie I saw. I didn't see any Fast.
Yeah.
I've seen one Fast and Furious movie.
Which one?
I've only seen bits and pieces of them.
You know,
the Tokyo
the
Drift
first one.
Class.
The first one.
Yeah.
And it was fast and it was furious.
I refuse to watch the Fast and the Furious without CinemaSins. Like that's the only way
Fair
I'll
enough.
watch it.
The fucking
like,
Fast
I will
Furious
only
7.
watch it with CinemaSins.
I was talking about this shit 2 weeks ago.
My God, I hope Rip Tracks did those Fast.
Oh, they had to. They had to.
God, I have to find that right now.
The Dubai building jump.
Yes.
And Jeremy
that I did see.
Oh yeah.
And the sound he gave for it was like the Death Star explode. He miniaturized the Death Star exploding where the encounter was. It was just like
yeah,
1,000 cents. He was like, "Fuck
didn't
you."
The Sin counter like die like 4 times.
It
during
died
that
like
one
4
too?
times. Yeah.
Like the screen cracks and the warnings.
But it's not the worst one. The longest one is still Transformers Extinction had 2 parts, and it was 2 26-minute videos of a movie where Mark Wahlberg is an inventor. Thank you. That's it. That's worse than The Happening, where he was a teacher. You understand what I'm saying? He can't be a teacher. How is he creating things? Okay,
right?
So dumb.
Right.
I saw 2 Transformers movies. I saw 2 of them.
Which ones? Was it the first?
The first one was Shia, and then the second one was Shia.
You know what? That's a good place to stop.
I had a feeling.
And I lost track of which one I was watching because he's
congratulations,
Optimus's name in each movie, and I'm like, wait a minute, didn't we see this in the last one?
You want to talk about confusing, Mark? I found out through a friend who came over here to hang out that this new movie
is terrible.
No, stop it.
I'm sorry.
Give Anthony Ramos a chance. He was in Hamilton.
Is the sequel to Bumblebee?
Yeah,
which I
love.
love.
The Bayverse stuff is officially dead.
Bumblebee
I love the
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee was so good.
Yeah.
I need to watch that Bumblebee.
The opening of really that, good. There were noises coming from me in the theater.
Yeah,
okay,
yes. It's Herbie the Love Bug with a Transformer.
Oh my God!
Right.
Yeah,
That's the movie.
No wonder I loved it. Yeah,
Which is funny because the original Bumblebee is a love bug. So
exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I always loved Herbie.
And Haley Steinfeld's great.
Yeah, I mean,
and John Cena's a villain. Enjoy yourself. It's on. Watch it on the couch. It's fantastic at home.
A lot of fun.
That's where I watched it.
Yeah,
it was fantastic at home.
Noted. Have not watched.
But
you'll enjoy it, Claire. You'll enjoy it.
Give the movie a chance. This new one.
And
Michelle
the classic.
So you got me.
In the classic.
I did. Hey, it really did. This trailer, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do
Pardon
it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
another change.
Is this your Vipers?
These are my pit vipers.
These are your pit vipers. Now that I know what they are.
Yeah, I have 2 pairs of them.
We learn something new every day, Dave.
Shaka bra.
I know.
Shaka bra. Surfs up, dude.
Woogity woogity.
Chris is my best friend. Shaka bra. But yeah, dude, Michelle Yeoh's a bird. Give me I'll pay $10 for that.
In this movie, she's
she's in it. Yeah, and Pete Davidson is the main car, but take that as he will. But
I think that's funny.
He has a big tail.
Fine. Yeah, he's also a Porsche, which is also hilarious.
I'm sorry, Pete Davidson is not a Porsche. I gotta take my sunglasses off for that. That's where I live.
I'm gonna be with Claire. Pete Davidson is not a Porsche.
No. But as I'm saying, regardless of what car he is,
Honda Civic.
Whatever car he ends up being, he's gonna have a big tail.
Honda Prelude. Honda Prelude.
Yeah.
Claire, we know Pete Davidson's the Toyota Yaris.
Oh, he's a Toyota Yaris.
Oh, wow.
It's a Toyota Yaris that seems to pull a lot of attention,
but
and
it's a push,
everybody wants to take a ride in.
Yes. Here's the difference, though.
Very popular Yaris.
Your Toyota Yaris is going to stay on the road for the next 30 years. It's
He's a
reliable.
push 911.
I would also point out a second difference that just because, it's turning out to be better than we thought, still not a Porsche.
No, not at all.
Yes.
But they were like, guys, we got a Porsche for the movie. And if you notice in some of the trailers, excuse me, when they show the logos for the movie.
Wait a minute, because isn't the Porsche supposed to be jazz, right?
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be. Here we go.
Yeah. Supposed to be jazz. Which was one of my favorite cars. So
here we go. Yeah, Mirage
I remember
is not a
he
Porsche.
has the power to duplicate himself, with holographic versions of himself.
Mirage,
so.
Yeah. He took the jazz power and renamed it as Mirage.
That's right. There we go. That's right.
Well, wait.
Mirage is a different transformer.
Mirage is a race car. He was like one of those F1.
Oh, was it? Okay,
he was an F1.
Okay, that was like the Mandela effect because, in my head they were the same thing, and that's what I thought too. So sorry. Yeah.
Also, Unicron looks pretty good.
Yes,
he looks like a Unicron.
Yep, not Fog Monster. Metal throw up from the Michael Bay movies. Remember Michael Bay tried to sneak in a scene from the island and added Transformers? We wouldn't know. He was like,
I just generally try to forget Michael Bay in general.
Well, here's the weird part.
Because let's stop and remember that when the first Transformers movie came out, Megan Fox was supposed to be 16 years old in that movie.
Yes,
so the sexualization of that was extra gross.
Nick, it's way worse when Mark Wahlberg's daughter he's in love with. So, yeah. And they were in a stipulation where the boyfriend's like, yeah, I'm 19, but there's this weird clause in the state where I'm allowed to date your daughter.
If you have to put that in there, you've already got a problem.
I was like, why do you know this? And you put this in a script and have somebody act it out? That's fucking weird.
We're going to need to get legal on this whole age thing.
That.
I did.
You thought too much about that.
Yes.
What is creepy about it is not that it's included. It's the fact that it was included to the point where you made the character have a card in his wallet ready to whip out.
Ready.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, okay, so this is an unusual situation for you.
Yeah.
Well,
and Jeremy lost his mind during this.
Yes.
He lost his fucking. He was like, "Wait a minute!" He was like, "You wrote this? You consulted the team?" They were like, "Thumbs up, keep going. We have a deadline, guys. Let's get serious here." Mark Wahlberg's going to be holding a sword next Optimus Prime soon. We don't have time for about who's older than who here. All right.
I'm still just
his name is Cade Yeager in the movie.
That they made Anthony Hopkins share screen time with Mark Wahlberg.
Anthony Hopkins,
and that's said with love, Mark. Really, with love.
That's just a shame.
For his expensive yacht, and he got one.
Shout out to Barry fans who got the reference of Mark Wahlberg and Daniel Day-Lewis in the same fucking movie, theoretical movie in Barry.
Yes.
Just saying that was a conversation that happened, and when it came out of the person's mouth who suggested that Mark Wahlberg be in this movie alongside Daniel Day-Lewis, I cackled.
I laughed
at the idea of them being
the fact that we knew Gene would fall for that.
And he would,
He's so naive to the fact that in a world where acting is at its highest caliber and the most sought out based on a true story film that's being made, he believes that fucking Mark Wahlberg and Daniel Day-Lewis, who they say in the show is retired, comes out of retirement
to be in this fucking movie.
And he was like, "Really?" I was like, "God damn it, Gene!
No, not
you were
really.
Doing such a good job for episode and a half, not being old Gene, and now you're back to being old Gene."
Also, fun fact. He would do really intense scenes on the set of Barry. Henry Winkler would come in and do these really intense scenes. And Bill Hader would be like, hey, so in this scene, you're just exploding with the rage of the situation and like the frustration of not being able to. He's like, okay, yeah, sure. But then after I made bundt cakes for everybody. So after I brought coffee and I brought bundt cakes. He's like, so, and they're just like, he's just like, so, and then after it, can I share some cake and coffee with the team? Of course.
Also, fun fact, he was in Philly this week for Fed Expo.
Yeah. Oh,
and apparently he's a fucking gem. But we already knew that, though.
Who, Winkler?
Harry Winkler, like my friend Joe Griffin met him.
God,
and he was like, this dude's the best guy in the fucking world.
I need to meet
Fun
Henry
fact.
Winkler.
Like, he's laughing with my friend Joe.
Growing up in Selma, Alabama, of all places, in elementary school, my elementary school best friend, his mom was like second cousins with Henry Winkler.
That's awesome.
Wild.
Nice.
Bananas.
But I want a movie where Henry Winkler, about the true story about how Henry Winkler and Tom Hanks don't like each other.
Yep.
The two nicest guys in the world. I want a movie on that so bad.
I need that story.
Only one of us can be the nicest.
Right?
There's a bronze statue of Henry Winkler in my hometown because
I've seen it. I took a picture of it.
Yeah, and I've seen it too. I've taken a picture
awesome.
of it because we can only be proud of so many things being from Milwaukee. And if you don't ride motorcycles, I'm a passenger, not a driver, so I don't get credit for that. I don't drink beer. I mean, if you want to even consider that beer, but I mean, honestly, come on. We make a lot of beer in Scotty, and some of it is terrible, and some of it's actually quite good.
That's so wild.
Yeah,
not
you have an amazing brewery in that town. In Milwaukee, I went to one of the best breweries I've ever been to out there, and I went to.
We
Pabst
do it
also.
right in some places. Don't let the big one get in your way.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if y'all,
I enjoy Wisconsin, and so.
If you want to support a smaller craft brewery,
Brian gets
I would pay big money.
Anyway, if you're ever in Milwaukee, go to Broken Bat Brewery, small local brewery. My buddy is the general manager over there, and they do a really great job. And all their beers are baseball themed. It's
okay. I support that entirely, but also if you're ever in Milwaukee and you do have time, make sure that you go to the safe house. Just have somebody take you to the safe house. If you don't know, ask somebody. They'll take you to the, safe house.
Well,
if you haven't been to the safe house, you just don't know, and I can't tell you because you haven't been to the safe house. You have to go.
Is there one in Chicago?
I don't know. I don't know, but I know.
I'll message you.
There's a lot of cool Star Wars crap in the
what was the brewery you were talking about, Claire?
It's called Broken Bat Brewery. They have Broken Bat. Okay, they have like a Daryl strawberry sour, and they've got all of these.
What's in that one?
I don't. I'll message Kyle, my buddy from college.
Oh, there it is, Broken Bat. Okay, yeah. I've only been to Eagle Park and I loved it. I was like, oh my god,
it's a really fun spot.
And because Mark brought up Pabst, I have a distant relative who started PBR, so I've got that.
Sick, dude.
The location's great, man. We got stuck there for a little bit because there was a little snowstorm while we were there. So we're chilling, having our beers, and just watching the snow fall. And then it cleared after that, so we were able to make it out to the other brewery. But it was cool. Like I loved it.
The city of Philadelphia thanks you. Thank you.
Brandon, did you guys ever see the movie Midnight Madness?
A hike. Thanks. My roommate is being Trolls 2.
Is that fool upstairs right now?
No, he is not here. He is not here. He actually said that out of his mouth, though.
Somebody taking crazy pills.
Yeah.
Oh, one other Milwaukee thing. Just, when you're watching Major League and listening to Bob Uecker do the Bob Uecker thing that Bob Uecker does, they're in Milwaukee.
Nice.
I have
we have very little to recommend us. Okay, I've got to get all the credit I can get.
Raven, do you know about?
Is from Wisconsin too.
Sadly, no shots, but no
Raven,
shots
do you know about the amazing Major League fact I just found out recently?
Which one?
So Pedro Serrano, the greatest baseball professional baseball player ever.
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
All-state guy for people who don't know.
Yeah, for those
every home run in that movie that the character hits, he hits. That's him.
That doesn't surprise me, though.
That's him.
Surprise me at all.
So when the extras are like cheering for home runs, they're legit popping.
Nice.
For an actor who's fucking crushing it as an actor with home runs.
I mean,
they're losing their minds. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, young Boop.
Also, random.
We love you.
So for Boop, by the way, also because Boop has showed up in the chat. Happy anniversary, 10 years, Boop and J-Dubs.
Oh, happy anniversary.
10-year anniversary to you cuties.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
All my drinks are empty, so just
hugs and
imagine me toasting because
still has some burr.
Some burr.
Oh,
yeah.
And I also have to come back to Mike.
Time for me, please.
To Mike talking about Major League, because my other favorite fact about Major League is the fact that Wesley Snipes was terrible and was not a good mimic of a baseball player.
Right.
And so they had to shoot so much stuff to make it look like he knew what he was doing, but he didn't at all.
Speaking of
magic of cinema.
Speaking of Willie Mays Hayes.
He made up for it in Tu Wong Fu, okay, because he can wear heels, okay?
Right.
So,
yes.
And then there's a white
exactly what I thought of. I thought of Natsima, Jesse's daughter.
Yeah, it's on Hulu right now.
I love Tu Wong Fu.
Me too.
Love it.
It's good.
It's fantastic.
Raven, we'll talk offline about that.
Okay.
Speaking of Willie Mays Hayes, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Deion Sanders. Like I'm pretty
100%.
sure.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Deion Sanders because
time, baby.
the scene where he runs that shit in his pajamas.
Yes.
When he sits outside.
Yep.
There's a fun fact of Deion doing that same sprint, but he borrows somebody's shoes.
Right.
And then hops into a limo and then leaves afterwards.
Yeah.
He's like, call me on my cellular phone from 1994. Thank you.
It was his tryout when he was playing football already, and he wanted to play baseball, and he was gonna have to do a tryout, and he didn't have shoes, so he borrowed somebody's shoes to run a sprint or whatever, took them off, got in the car, headed out, and they're like, oh yeah, maybe we want to do this after all.
Yeah, also that movie solidified how great Joe Jett's cover of Wild Thing is too. So
also a fact. I love that movie for so many reasons. I've always been a Charlie Sheen fan, you know. I grew up in the time when
I love Charlie Sheen in that movie,
when it was cool to like Charlie Sheen, let's just put it that way. But for me that movie is like truly deep down in my cold stone little heart. There is such a bright warmth because Bob Uecker is literally my baseball voice. Growing up, my dad worked for RC Cola, so we went to every single Brewers game for years. Bob Uecker is literally the voice of my childhood.
What's that show Bob Uecker was on? What's that show that Bob Uecker was on? That sitcom. Wasn't Bob Uecker on a sitcom?
He's been on a couple of different things. I really don't pay that close attention if he's not announcing baseball. It just so happens that in Major League, he's announcing.
It's not just the 10 of us. It was something like that. Yeah, it's like, anyway, that's where I got Bob Uecker from, right? But yeah, it's funny because I never super got into Major League, even though I enjoyed it because we used to watch it at the video store all the time. But I'm a sucker for a good baseball film.
I like all three movies. I'm sorry.
So there's
that. The third one.
He was on Mr. Belvedere.
George Belvedere.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love sports movies so much, Mark. I
absolutely. Give me a good. Here's the thing. It's funny. I was just thinking about this yesterday when I think about Ford versus Ferrari or a lot of
fucking movies
that are sports.
I still haven't seen it.
Or like,
that movie is insane.
A good movie about sports or anything like that is one that gets you interested in it, even if you don't like that particular sport. Like that's the sign of a good film.
Yeah, 100%.
It just totally hooks you in, and you're like, "Oh my god, I freaking enjoy
Mighty
this."
Ducks did it with me for hockey. I was like, I don't really care about hockey, but Mighty Ducks fucking slaps. Like, especially D2. Get out of here. Get out of here. Fucking.
I like hockey just fine. Not a huge Mighty Ducks fan, but
yeah. Favorite sports movie of all time
going on. Then we're talking
is,
Strange Brew, Slap
Necessary Roughness is
Hoser. Let's get
yeah.
I think Necessary Roughness is the greatest sports movie ever made, in my opinion.
No, The Cutting Edge is the greatest sports movie ever made.
Topic.
Caddyshack is the greatest sports movie ever made.
Caddyshack is the greatest sports movie.
But Necessary Roughness is awesome. Necessary Roughness is so good. The Little Giants is the homage to it. Just let you all know. Little Giants is an homage to Necessary Roughness. Great movie. Scott Bakula is the quarterback in that movie. Scott Bakula is in Major League 3. Just saying.
And of course, you've got freaking League of Their Own too. Which
League of Their Own.
Oh yes,
love that movie.
Love that movie. Even though Gina Davis should have been a pitcher because she's like 6'8". Like, why are you a catcher? What's going on here? Are you trying to win championships? What's going on? Or why are you catching? Why is Laura Petty the pitcher?
Can we talk about the actress who played older Gina Davis in that movie and how she absolutely had to be Gina Davis?
That's Gina Davis.
Insane. It was insane. Yeah.
It is not.
I thought it was Gina Davis in makeup.
No, it's not. It's that's what their voices over. They're dubbed over. Their voices are dubbed over.
I don't like movies no more.
They nailed it. It's crazy.
They nailed it. Because
that's been in my brain for 20 years.
Now you're like, holy shit, that really is exactly what she looks like.
I forgot. Oh my God. Some years ago, there was this one Twitter user who I forgot what they were talking about that film, and Lori Petty jumped into the conversation, and like at one point they were talking about Dottie and her sister, right? Kit. Mm-hmm. And so, the argument started about like the sisters and everything. And then the two people on that conversation said, mule nag. And she's all, I can die now.
First off, little fun fact. I know Claire's seen it. League of Their Own fucking Amazon show slaps.
I still
the League of Their Own?
You didn't see it yet? It's very fucking good.
It's good.
It's good. You saw it. Okay, Bucks would have saw it. No, one of us saw it.
It was so fun. Good. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
As somebody who played softball for 12 years and for a long time was like getting scouted and like was thinking of playing in college and decided against it because guess what? There's not that much of a future and there's not that much money in collegiate softball and beyond. I don't know if you knew that.
What position?
I was a catcher.
Nice.
Hey, Gina Davis, my girl. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm really low to the ground.
Yeah.
For those of you who
made
met
sense
me.
as a catcher, not 6'7".
Yeah.
I am the same height as Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis. You should be striking out grown men. Why is Laura Petty?
That's some Randy Johnson height right there. Good Lord.
Jesus Christ.
I know it, right? I was a
different movie. It'd be a different movie.
Also, fun fact, I still have living off of my glory days, I still have my high school softball record for runners caught stealing. I'm just saying.
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
You're holding on to
down.
Glory days.
High school record. That's impressive.
Damn right.
I've still got it. Come on.
You know what
take
else?
It. Beat me, bitches.
You know what else?
Mm-hmm.
Claire's Atlanta Braves won in a walk-off grand slam at the end of the day today, too.
Yes, they fucking did. I saw that.
Sports
Claire's
ball.
And Nick's Atlanta Braves.
Sports ball.
And you know what's the funniest part about that walk-off? The funniest part about that, too, is that literally my dad and I both go, every single time that something needs to happen, it's fucking Eddie Rosario. And, like, literally the moment he walks up, we're like, of course it's this fucking guy that walks up. And then he hits a grand slam. I'm like, never mind, I take it back.
Yep, I take it all back.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that's the thing. I mean, I love those sports moments, right? Where, like, something happens where it's somebody's first time up the bat, and then they knock it out of the ballpark, and you're like, 10. What in the hell just happened?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta love it.
Oh, look at that sweetness in the chat.
What is that?
Sweet chat we have.
We do have a really sweet
Oh, Claire, everybody thinking.
Yeah.
No, Rob, I did not see Air yet. My mom's watched it 3 times.
Claire's evergreen.
I've heard it's fantastic.
I know.
So she likes it.
I was like, just add 10 years. It's cool.
Yeah.
You know. I'm still the baby of the group, but
that's true.
You are.
I'm
not
the old man of the
19.
group. It's okay though. I own it.
darling, you are fabulous, baby. Vintage. It's called vintage.
You're like, okay, imagine your age as a whiskey. See how cool you are now?
Okay, there we go.
There it is.
All right.
There it is.
Talking.
That's how I do it.
That's
also like, you're not old. You're just an expensive ass shot, dude.
Considering the amount of beer that I take in, I'm 100 proof. So there you go.
You're fucking moonshine, bro.
I'm absent, okay?
Oh yes.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, I
literally
walk in the
fairy.
woods. So you came in a mason jar in the woods. It scratches the paint off the walls.
And that's okay.
So, yeah. It also removes paint.
Fun facts. Also, yes, I saw Air Creative Eye.
I want to see that. I still need to see that. Yeah.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
It's good.
It's a good watch.
Chris Tucker's really good in it.
He is great.
I hate basketball. Hate it.
I love Viola Davis though. I'm not gonna lie.
I heard she was very good as Jordan.
She was
Davis.
A+.
Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah.
She's amazing. I mean, right? I'm just going to assume she's amazing in everything because she's amazing in everything I've ever seen her in. So, like, you know.
Like the moment you see that person is in it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and watch this just because of this person, right? It's like,
right. Well, I wouldn't go that far because I hate basketball. But
okay,
yeah,
fair enough.
And I will say, because I'm such bringing it back, I'm such a big Arrested Development super fan that literally also Jason Bateman's in this movie. Yep, we're
Bateman's
good.
in it. Yep,
we're good.
Yeah,
we're good.
He's in Teen Wolf too. They boxed a wolf in that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that
wolf
to
boxing.
Me, he's the guy in Teen Wolf
Collegiate
too,
Sports was like, it's though it was like a boxing werewolf. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Give it an hour and a half movie. Go.
There's no rules against it.
Yeah.
It is. That's probably for me one of the favorite things. I've talked about this before, that I like watching the reaction videos of people watching old movies and watching them come to the realization that, oh my God, that's so and so from this television show, and I'm just like,
yeah,
I know you thought they were born yesterday, but as it turns out,
I just don't know how a country will allow wolf sports twice. I just don't.
Agreed.
Like they played basketball 1 year, and it was like, I'm gonna put boxing gloves on and not hurt anyone.
Yeah.
With my brute force wolf strength, like, come on, dude.
A suspension of disbelief. I mean,
Air Bud, a golden retriever, played basketball. Okay.
Wait a minute, Teen Wolf 2 was about boxing? I never saw Teen Wolf 2.
Teen Wolf 2 is Jason Bateman.
Boxing, I remember that.
Peach Fuzz paid Jason Bateman.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's also, fun fact, bring back around, is in Necessary Roughness. Boom.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, it's just like, it's a damn shame that it's not a movie that's basketball now. Boom. Because, like, if that movie would be released today, it's like, if there would be something alluding to the poster of like catching these paws, right? Instead of
he's gonna catch these hands. He's gonna catch these paws.
I'm just saying.
These paws are rated E for everyone.
Also, we have been disappointing Chris so much.
We have been.
And on that note, we're going to wrap this up for tonight for Mike Rokers' birthday.
It happened.
Celebration.
Got older. You were there for it.
Yes. Happy birthday, Mike. So
Thank
glad we
you,
got to hang
everyone.
out.
Thank you.
Hope you had a
You
good
all
time.
wore sunglasses, and I'm so proud.
Yes,
That's
I did
because
it.
we love you.
I was blind the
Thank
first
you.
half of the show for you. Don't ever
Thank
forget
you.
that, okay?
I will help you to your kitchen.
I didn't realize that my lighting made me look like a ghost for the first half of the show.
Oh, you look really cool though. It was like,
oh, you look cool, man. Aviator.
I was like, Blair's out here solving mystery.
Look, I just gotta say that I love Raven's lighting. That the reflection on her shades and everything, it's like rock star quality. It's
You're
like
a
it's not fair.
ad.
It's not fair.
We can't all be as cool as Raven. In fact, none are.
We aspire to be.
She
but
should
we
be
can't.
like getting interviewed or like one of the like folks on Howard Stern, right? It's just like ready to go. Seriously,
like smoke cools.
Yeah,
I'll take it. Thank you. I'll take it.
You're welcome. I meant to say something earlier, but I was like, damn,
Raven's
girl.
whole look screams menthol cigarettes.
Meanwhile, the lighting reflection in my aviators makes me look like I got a fucking lazy eye.
I like it though. It's like she's like mischievous, but she's wise.
Right.
It's like she has vast Bill Hader knowledge.
You're the cutest Marty Feldman ever. That's good.
Yeah. All right, you guys, we got to reel it back in because we're gonna lose Chris.
Yes.
He's gonna.
No.
Thank you, Chris.
I'm gonna knock anyone out of the show. I've done that enough already. So let's go around and everyone let us know where. What? What did I say? So let's go around and let everyone know where you're at. Mark, why don't you start us off? Let us know where people can find you.
All right. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at I am a Diablito, or here on Sunday evenings with these beautiful folks.
Cool. Rayvon?
What me? Huh? What?
See.
You can't find her anywhere.
You can't find me anywhere except here. And I only show up to make Chris crazy. What's up?
Grid.
Claire.
Hi. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at C-Stribs. You can catch me on the Imperial Senate podcast with episodes dropping every Wednesday at noon Central Time, except for this week. We're not doing an episode this week.
So relax, guys.
So chill out.
Everybody calm down.
Sorry. Before you guys get in my DMs like, hey, there wasn't an episode at Wednesday at noon. Screw you. And then you can catch me doing quick shots of each new issue of Dr. Aphra here on the Burlaxium channels. And you know what? I'm really excited about that as well. It's going great.
That arc is so dope so far.
I'm so excited. What the heck was that?
So dope.
What was that? What was that first issue of this arc?
I need answers, Alyssa Wall. I need answers.
Which one?
Dr. Aphra.
Okay, I need to catch up. I'm like 3 or 4 months behind right now at this point.
I'm not gonna lie. If you catch yourself up, you won't be disappointed. You're gonna sit there and just go.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you have the comics already? Do you need me to send those to you? Or
I got them, Chris. But trust me, I will let you know if I fall behind somewhere and I need something. I will hit you up. Trust me.
I got you. I got you covered. Unlike Nick, who never reads them. Nick, why don't you tell us where we can find you?
We're stacked, dude.
Appropriate shade. I'll take it. Me personally, you can find me on Twitter at WillsPod. That's Wills with an H. But what I would really love for you to check out is the Around the Galaxy podcast feed. That is me and Pete. We co-host Around the Galaxy together. Last week, actually with Chris, bringing in as a bonus third host, we interviewed Deborah Wilson, Sirgenda herself, for the second time. We had a great conversation. She even threw a shout out to Mr. Mike Roker.
She said my
He
name.
put that up on Twitter.
My God!
I love it.
She's amazing. Like literally, I'm at this weird place with this podcasting crap that we all get to do. Like I have Deborah Wilson in my phone and we text. Like she sends me emojis and like she is the nicest woman. She is so great.
I love her.
We had a great conversation with her last week. Coming up this next week, I am a huge, as I mentioned earlier, I'm a huge Deadwood fan. If you watch the original Scream and you know Kenny the cameraman, if you watch something about Mary and you know Warren, who is Mary's brother, we interviewed W. Earl Brown, who is Dan Doherty in Deadwood. He is also the Weequay bartender in Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, working alongside Timothy Oliphant. We interviewed him.
What game was he in? What game?
And he was also Bill in the Last of Us video game.
Wait.
Correct.
That's the
W.
same
Earl
guy?
Brown. Yes.
Yeah, I knew he was a Deadwood, but I know it was the same. Okay.
Yes, he was Bill in the Last of Us video game, which was the Nick Offerman role in the Last of Us TV show. For those of you, keeping up.
Yeah.
We interviewed him this last week, and he is also a huge, huge Star Wars fan. And so he tells this great story, among other stories, about how, of course, they cast Oliphant as the marshal. Jon Favreau said, hey, you should get Earl Brown to be the bartender. But he literally did not intend to recreate Deadwood in space. It just happened that way.
Yeah.
But it's so freaking cool. So that interview will be dropping in the podcast feed this coming up week. And then, other than that, we've got Force Connect on Friday nights, me, Pete, and Chris hanging out, taking calls. Also coming up soon in the feed, Pete and Chris did an amazing panel today at Philly Fan Expo. I can't wait to check that out, see the video. And we are also working on Podathon. So Podathon 2020.
Oh, we're back up.
Right.
September 9th.
That's high.
9/9/23. Mark your calendars. So there's a bunch of stuff going on. But yeah, that's what's happening for me.
Word. Excellent.
Love it.
And you can find me, Chris Rhines.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Jabroni.
Obi-Wan Jabroni. That is me. All right, and before, hey, Mike Roker, birthday kid, where can they find you?
Like, welcome to Costco. I love you. So this upcoming shooting the right now.
No.
Upcoming. I'm Dr. Unk. Upcoming Baraxi Gaming. Me and Chris are going to be playing Street Fighter 6.
Yes.
Dan is in Tejas. So he'll chime in when he can. He said Tejas. So we're going to play Street Fighter 6.
I'm not sure Dan's going to make it back from Tejas.
That's Tejas. But we're going to play Street Fighter 6, and it's going to be awesome. Me and Chris have not played a fighting game together in a while. It should be interesting. It's going to be a lot of banter, a lot of inside jokes you guys are not going to know, but you will laugh at. You will be laughing. Being had.
That's what matters.
That's what matters. Thank you, Nick. Also, again, that will be at Baraxium _ that is a floor dash gaming. Watch your step. Remember in Pitfall when the
that's it.
Hold on, where the vine comes and Jack Black was like, "I'm a little kid." It's the Pitfall commercial. Make sure you press the A button to jump. That's what we're talking about here. You can't fall into the spikes. You lose all your rings. Okay? That's a Sonic thing. It was the hedgehog who ran fast. Anyway, Tuesday, 9 p.m. EST, me and Chris mashing buttons, playing with characters we have no idea how to play as. Because this game is like 5 minutes old. If we were playing a mode where we don't play as any characters at all. So it's going to be really funny because we really haven't played the game yet. So stay tuned for that. 9 p.m. EST. There will be StreamYard links set out from the Roguezilla Twitter, etc. Also, find me here following Sunday for shooting the PooDoo, which is right now, but we're ending it. But the next
birthday.
Week. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, America. Thank you. Thank you, the PooDoo crew. I would like to thank, you know what? Fuck it. Thank you, North America. I live here. Canada's fine with me. Thank you, North America. Shout out to Manitoba, Nova Scotia, Ontario, Toronto, and Montreal.
Yes. The rest of
Wakanda. Thank
you. Welcome to the North Beast. New Hampshire, New York, Maine, all y'all involved. Thank you. Good night. May the force be with you always.
Oh, good God.